Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be watching the new trailer for Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey. If you don't know, this year's absolutely stacked for films. Obviously, Dune Part 3 we've already got our trailer for. Doomsday we're waiting on patiently. Brand New Days coming out. But this is up there. This is literally top 2, top 3. For me, I'm a biased fan. I'm not going to lie like I don't have bias. Nolan is like one of my favorite directors of all time. He's actually done one of my favorite films of all time, in my top 3 of all time, in Interstellar. Absolutely perfect film. I fucking love Interstellar to death. That is one of the best films ever made, in my opinion. And yeah, to not be number 1 with a new Christopher Nolan film off the back of Oppenheimer, which was one of his better films. It was fucking fantastic. How you make a film about Oppenheimer fucking exciting. I was on the edge of my chair watching a guy do equations, bro. I went through school asleep. You know what I mean? Like, how do you manage to do that? Only Nolan could do that. So yeah, the fact it's not number 1 on my list, personally, I'd have Doomsday and Dune Part 3. They're kind of neck and neck. It interchanges. Dune Part 3 will be the better film, but there's so much hype around Doomsday, and I'm a Marvel fan to my core. The MCU in its heyday, nothing touches it. And to see Doomsday might be on the right tracks again. We got Joe and Anthony Russo back. This isn't a video about Doomsday, but I'm just saying that's why it's there. Dune Part 3, the book I've heard is ass, but Denis Villeneuve is clearly changing certain stuff. Dune Part 2 also in my top 10 of all time. Fucking incredible sci-fi epic. Like, absolutely amazing. So those are top 2. And this is just underneath that, taking the 3rd place spot. And although that sounds mental, Nolan at 3, this is one of them cases where it just kind of makes sense, right? Like, his competition is worthy. But yeah, no, I can't wait to get into this trailer. The last trailer we got was decent. Random as fuck, we got a fucking Travis Scott trailer. Why Travis Scott's in this film, who knows? But you know what? The trailer was kind of hard, and the lines you were given was kind of biblical, bro. It was nuts. The memes that came from that were even better though. Just him ad-libbing over his whole dialogue in that trailer was pretty funny. But yeah, in terms of expectations, it's Nolan. I'ma just let him cook. I've learned to let him cook. You know what I mean? And by the way, let's not get it twisted. Nolan doesn't always land. Tenet was decent, nothing special. Wasn't a fan of Dunkirk. Wasn't a fan of his Batman trilogy. I thought his Batman trilogy is one of the most overrated things of all time. The Dark Knight is literally his best film. Arguably, by most, his best film. For me, it's not. It's top 2, top 3. But let's not pretend it's a good Batman film. It's a great film. It's almost like a Heat sort of type film. Heat type film, like crime genre. It's not Batman, bro. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, he does miss occasionally, so fingers crossed he doesn't miss here. But I'm just excited to see where he takes us, bro, because the cast is so good. And yeah, Matt Damon, when does he not smash out the park? So without further ado, I'm waffling now. Let's get into this trailer and see what new footage he has for us. 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Tell me what you remember.
It's washed up on shore.
The sun.
There's the boy. What a year he's got for films.
We won the war.
Oh, so cool. John Bernthal, baby.
Help me go home.
I'm unfamiliar with the story, by the way, guys.
Household, waiting for master.
Patterson as well.
I want you to choose me.
Ithaca's king is coming back.
No, he's not.
Oh shit. What is that?
What would he do if he came back here and find all these suitors in his house?
You're pining for a daddy. You didn't even know. Like some sniveling bastard.
Who's
The
looking
son.
after your wife and son?
Do you see?
My dad is coming home.
Bringing vengeance.
Bringing it all.
Oh, look at the scale. Bro. Designs are mental.
Already dead. I can still save them.
You're a man who
I like
needs
the
to control
tone.
his fate,
Epic as fuck.
but you cannot control this.
That world is gone.
No one could stand between me and home.
Nice.
Not even the gods.
There's a lot of giants in this. Cold.
I think it's asleep.
You don't seem it. 17th. Okay, well, that's the trailer. I thought it was a good trailer. Good stuff. You know what I have noticed, though? Very much this trailer more so along the same line as Denis Villeneuve's Dune Part 3 in terms of grand army scale battles and stuff. I think Villeneuve's winning me over as the better director in terms of that sort of stuff. They're both comparable in a lot of ways. They both have quite epic. They've both had projects that follow the same sort of epic sort of scale to them. Epic action, blockbuster type stuff. Dune Part 3 is comparing that to the Odyssey. They have a lot of similar, from the trailers, a lot of similar, you know, armies charging into battle. I just prefer. It's hard to compare. Maybe it's unfair to compare. Villeneuve's style, can't say his name. Denis Villeneuve's style is a lot more vibrant, and the cinematography is just on another level. It's just clear it's on another level. However, is that unfair for me to say? Because Dune Part 3 is this sci-fi epic set on different worlds and stuff, and the Odyssey is very much clearly set. It's got some fantastical stuff and it's got giants and stuff like that, but it's very much set on Earth, on a field. You know what I mean? Like, they're very different in terms of location, but nonetheless, I thought the trailer was great. I thought it was great. I think it's going to be a really entertaining watch nonetheless. Oppenheimer was very dense. He went for a very dense, knowledgeable film to educate its audience. This seems much more along the lines of, yes, I'm telling you a story and you're learning about this massive grand journey of the Odyssey, but it's also, it just looks like it's entertainment and massive grand set pieces. And yeah, we're just witnessing Matt Damon and his troops on their way home. It's as simple as that, and I think it looks really entertaining. Fun thing though, I did, because my dad watches Nolan films as well, and he's, after the first trailer, I was quite gassed, and I asked him for his opinion, and he said, I'm not that excited. And I said, why? And he said, well, what's it about? It hasn't told me what it's about, and that's not the job of a teaser trailer. I tried explaining that, but even in this trailer, it gives a little bit more context to what we already knew, which was he's coming home. But my dad poses a question, and it's an interesting one. I want to know what you guys think. Is this film interesting to you in terms of narrative and plot? In the sense of, yes, it's about the Odyssey, the fucking very word means a grand journey, right? That is the film. Is that enough for you as a plot? Because it's very much just, we're long story short, if I had to explain this to someone, what is the Odyssey? What actually is Matt Damon doing? What's happening? What I would say is, he needs to get from point A to point B. That's the film. That's the entire film. And that is selling it short, in my opinion. And I think that's quite unfair, because there clearly is a lot more there. Robert Pattinson's character, Tom Holland's character, being the son, from what I gathered, is under a lot of fire. People don't believe in his father and what if he's coming back, and there's going to be a lot of conflict with his family, with Anne Hathaway as well, who was in there as his partner, Matt Damon's partner, and Tom Holland's mother, I'd assume. yeah, look, there seems to be a lot more there. So I think that sells it short, to be honest. And I'm sure Nolan's going to go into that stuff, and that will only make you care and invest more in Matt Damon's journey to get home. Because without a reason, this is why I asked, without giving the character a motivation, a reason to get back home, I don't care as much. Like in June, when I'm seeing these massive grand scale battles, when Paul Atreides tells them to send out the ships as a warning, I give a fuck, because I've seen him on this journey and I care about why he's doing this, and he's stepped up to the plate and he's become the fucking man. You know what I mean? Everything his character's gone through led to that moment. Now, people's concerns with this film could possibly be, well, we're just seeing the moment. What's led to that? Why should I care about this? Am I not just watching these guys travel landscapes? Is it just going to be a documentary of just Matt Damon and a crew walking across a field for 2 hours? It's a fair question. I just think, trust in Nolan. You know what I mean? And maybe this isn't a question that's being posed a lot. Maybe I can only go off what I hear, right? And a couple of people I've talked to, including my dad, had that same sort of question about it. So I think that's fair. I think it's interesting, but I think trust in Nolan, man. He smashed it with Oppenheimer. He's on a good track right now. Both trailers have looked good in my opinion. Yeah, I just hope he lands and it doesn't underwhelm, because that would be quite unfortunate. As one of the best directors of our time, I'm all for it. I want him to do well, and I want this film to do well. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments below. Did you like the trailer? Are you underwhelmed? Are you hyped? Where does this rank on your expectations for the year? Is this number one, or are you like me? Do you have some other films above it? Specifically, Dune Part 3 is a good comparison, or even Doomsday. Maybe you're a fanboy like me and want to see Cap back and Iron Man and Doom, and yeah. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.